But to make it the right guard, he had to do the right shot. And he walks over, picks up the taser, and dies. He's still moving. One shot and dropping an item, and that guy's dead. 36 seconds, and 2 guys are dead, and he's moving. Distraction shot, hops the wall, blasts her in the shoulder, and drags her into tall grass. Taser guard is now dead. Now, what are you gonna do about Blake? Runs upstairs, turns off the light. This is sick. There's 2 people over there. When he turns off the light, one of them turns. When he tosses the coin, the other one turns. Please don't. Oh. And then he just pushes him off. The veteran is really hard. He's very far away. He tosses a duck down into the crowd for seemingly no reason, tranks that guy, and then just blasts him in the head. Now look what he did there. He tranks this guy, shoots his target, but because it's not a sniper rifle, this guy will not fly off the side. That means his body's gonna crumple right here and it will get found. But because there's a tranked guy here and he does a bunch of panic shots, they're gonna spend all their time figuring out what's going on over here. They are not gonna get back here for like 30 seconds. Now they will find it eventually, but he's got time. Now here's another problem. He is in a bad disguise. It's not allowed in this section. He can't get to the helicopter. But remember that duck he tossed earlier? It's right here. It turns out that all of these guys that are white circles that'll see you, when they hear an explosion, they panic. Right as he's about to get seen, he pops the explosion and they lose their enforcer status. Now, the guards don't do that. He's still about to get seen. This bar is already halfway full and he has to get from here to here. Look at that. Very impressive run. But now we enter the elite runners, okay? Minute barriers matter in the world of Hitman. Every runner from here on out is an under 2-minute run. A 1:54, a friend of the stream, our man, a Spectacore. The fewest number of people use the gallery because, you know, being in the middle seems like an advantage, but actually it's very low ground and you have to either run this way, then backtrack, or run this way and you can't kill this guard. Now, the one advantage of the gallery is it's right next to Blake Nathaniel. And the first thing he does, he tosses an emetic sick grenade, but not to get Blake sick, to get the people watching him sick. Then he shoots the roof to make the other one look, then climbs the wall, then shoots a distraction shot, then just shoots him in the head. I forgot. What a crazy start. They'll be back, so he drags the body and hides it in this trunk, and then I think steals it. Yeah. So now he's dressed as Blake Nathaniel, which is actually an extremely powerful disguise because it's like a story character. So he gets that within 30 seconds, he has killed one of the hardest targets and gotten his outfit. Then he runs upstairs and he finds this nice little window in some random office on the 3rd floor that can see this rooftop. Pistol distracts that guy over there. Make sure everyone's not looking around because again, you can't shoot them off the roof unless you have a sniper. But he kills the guy and again shoots 3 shots to panic all these guys, so they're not going to find the body. But he still is on a clock. He has smuggled in over here a breaching charge, which he then drops on top of So then he boosts himself up to the roof of the building. He shoots panic shots to distract a patrolling guard who can look down and see the blind girl. Then, woo, baby, drops 40 million feet, pops her in the head, and hides her body behind the coffin, I think, which is a crazy spot to hide her. He needs to get this civilian away from underneath this falling object. So this guy's running away in panic while this guy's walking up to check it out. Crazy lineup. Kills him. This guy's over here panicked. This guy walks over and then pow, right in the head. Nobody's looking. 154, baby. Sub 2 minutes. Very, very, very cool run by a Spectacore. Crazy boost strats as well. Very sick. Very, very, very sick. But if you want to talk about crazy strats, as I might have mentioned earlier, the harbor start is pretty much agreed to be the worst start because you lose 40 seconds just walking at the beginning. This is the best harbor time in the entire world from Feischman. Shows up shirtless, refuses to elaborate, does the following. Picks up the brick. You better make this brick count. It is the only advantage the harbor start has. I don't know what he's gonna do with this brick. 20 seconds in, takes out his sniper rifle, walks up the stairs, shoots open the door across the map, and tosses the brick. Now, why? Why toss a brick right here for no reason? Smuggles in a breaching charge, walks through here, tranquilizer, while they're passing out. Boom, you're dead. Puts a breaching charge on this random winch. That'll be important later. Climbs upstairs, detonates. So it turns out, I have to show you in game. I'm sorry, I have to show you in game. It turns out he tossed the brick right here and the edge of the audio cone of that brick hit this guy's ears. And he wants to go investigate. But what is the route between right here and all the way up here? Over here, up these stairs, and underneath this chandelier. This chandelier is held up by this winch. So he put a bomb on it for the brick that he threw 30 seconds ago, and then knows exactly when he's timed to walk underneath it so that when he's all the way up here, he can detonate it. Incredibly cracked. Now, he stands in the middle of the circle where the blind girl is, shoots a bunch of distraction shots all around, then tosses a breaching charge on the ground that breaks this random flower pot that's part of the map. Then he stands on this broken flower pot and fucking Tuplas it.
To clarify for Brandon, Tupla is another Hitman speedrunner. In last year's contract competition, Tupla Piccone earned the title the Angel of Death after using an exploit involving standing on broken violin pieces and using a breaching charge to launch himself into the stratosphere. Here, the Ishman uses the same exploit as Tupla with pieces of the broken flower pot.
By the way, we're not even halfway through the runs today. Then he falls from 400 million feet and shoots the veteran across the map with a falling headshot to knock him off the side. Shoots 3 distraction shots, boom, falling, boom, boom, falling, to keep no guards from finding the body, and pixel perfect the landing. Look at how he lands right on this edge to give him the height he needs to make that team turn around and then hit her in the head. If he did not land on this ridge, he could not hit this shot. Then he falls down, and the last target, Blake, how the f does he get Blake? Shoots 2 distraction shots. Remember those guys that everyone's always poisoning or hitting with coins or whatever, or a Spectacore made sick? He shoots a distraction shot to make them turn around and panic. Then walks into the security guard room, distracts them all, and then through this thin window that I didn't know existed, through the door he opened earlier, kills Blake, and then runs to the boat exit.